Greetings to all. Today, I, Kajal Chaudhary of class 11th F, here to take a few minutes for topic liberty. In this presentation, I am going to include following topics. First is liberty, second one is sources of constraints, third is needs of constraints, fourth one is negative and positive liberty, and at last, freedom of expression. So, first of all, I am going to start liberty. What's the basic meaning of liberty? Liberty is mainly derived from a Greek word liber, that means free or absence of restraints and constraints. With this, we mean having the opportunity to express themselves freely through their choices and activities. In modern politics, liberty or freedom is state of being free within society from oppressive restriction imposed by authority on one's way of life, behavior, or political views. In Mandela's point of view, freedom was fight against segregationist regimes, about humiliation, hardships, and police brutalities suffered by South African people. And in the eyes of Aung San Suu Kyi, real freedom was freedom from fear as she got detached from her family. Now, our next topic is sources of constraints. To understand this, first we mean to understand the meaning of constraints. It means restriction. The main source of restriction on citizens are external controls or state or sovereign itself. Democratic government is considered as a protector of freedom of people as it enables citizens to retain some control over their rulers. Now, our next topic is a necessity of constraints. Life can't be imagined in the absence of constraints. Various issues exist in our society that become a reason of conflicts due to different and varied mindset of people. Example, parking squares, quarrel on house, land or money, scene of a particular film, editorial or journal are some of the examples. We should respect the views and opinions of others as political theory enable us to tolerate that also. Hence, these are important to restrict our ways that are difficult to fight against. John Stuart Principle articulates the principle in On Liberty, his own book, where he argued that the only purpose for which power can be rightfully exercised over any member of a civilized community against his will is to prevent harm to others. This was the harm principle. Now, our next topic is negative and positive liberty. First is, what is negative liberty? Negative liberty means absence of obstacles, restrictions, and constraints. It means the freedom to act in any way. In this, for liberty become a license. But this is not real meaning of liberty, because in this interpretation of liberty, poor and weak shall be at mercy of rich and powerful. So, it will neither correct nor desirable, because liberty will be enjoyed by powerful and rich people only. Positive liberty. Now, it's the topic that what is positive liberty? It implies for rational restraints. There can be state interference to protect one against interference by other individuals. It refers to having the capabilities to achieve your wants or needs. Positive liberty refers to creating the condition to allow individuals to become their own masters. Now, our next topic is freedom of expression, which is a very important freedom laid by our constitution to its citizens. People want freedom just to express and present their views in front of others, isn't it? It is one of the most important freedom granted to citizens by the Constitution of India. Some restraints are also in this right, because freedom of expression without limits and restraints is like a car without brakes. First is defamation of any citizen. Second is peace and security of state. Contempt of court, etc. is third point. And last point is friendly relation with other states. And at last, I would like to end my presentation with a quote that life without liberty is like a body without spirit. Thank you for listening me so patiently.